Good morning, everyone. This is Lisa Marie at Insurance Agency Marketing Services. Thank you so much for joining our webinar. Today we have Luma joining us. Uh, they've really created an innovative and new way for us to share all of our information and make sure that you have everything you need to write your business in a smooth and unhindered way. So you have everything from checking the rates to choosing your products to following up on the business going forward. We are still integrating bits and pieces of Luma into our system. We started with Firelight, and it really has been a great way for everyone to get what they need um, in a timely manner. And we are all very familiar with the Luma and Firelight system. So if you ever need help as you're doing the work, feel free to give us a call as well. I'm going to get started with just a few things about IAMS. As some of you are familiar with us and some of you are not, and we have changed out some of these slides, so pay attention because some things have changed. The new producer builders is something that has not changed except for adding some more options over time. As you are growing your business for the first 6 months here at IAMS, you can earn ways to build your business. So you can earn marketing analysis and marketing campaigns, postcard mailing, seminar systems. It's a great way to build your business without having to invest your own money as a little, perk from us here at IAMS. We also have our referred producer program. I'm looking through our attendees here and I see at least one or two people that have taken advantage of this referred producer program and referred people over to us. You can get a $50 bonus when your referred agent contracts, and you get a little override on everything they make without taking any money away from them. It's just a little bonus from IAMS as a thank you for bringing on a new producer with us. I always appreciate my agents sending over referrals. Those are always my best customers. Marketing reimbursement after your initial 6 months where you have the new producer bonus, you get $100 of marketing reimbursement for every 100,000 in premium for indexed annuities. SPL and Life Target, you can see how those work there, where we put away some money into a marketing program fund for you, where we reimburse you for your marketing. Something that a lot of you already know is how good our back office support is here. We have an entire team dedicated to making sure that we support you all the way through the first client appointment and even getting you that client appointment all the way through the annuity service point of the business. So even when your client needs to take a withdrawal or you have questions about reallocations. So we make sure that you have everything that you need to write the business, everything to make sure it goes all through smoothly and you get paid, and helping your clients going forward. Now our IAMS website, I've noticed that a lot of you guys don't take advantage of this as often as you ought to. There are so many resources on here. If you ever want to walk through what our website can do from as a sales resource library all the way through our annuity rate watch, let me know. I'd be happy to walk you through it. And either myself or your sales director on the life or annuity side, we can help out. All right, we mentioned Luma. That's who we're here to talk to today. Firelight is partnered with Luma. And then we also have iPipeline and Sunfire. So e-apps are the way of the future. If you have not taken an e-app, you should try it. The first one seems a little scary at first, but once you get that first one under your belt, it's so much easier than paper and it is a lot more likely to get through without needing corrections. Give it a try. If you haven't tried it yet, just, make a pretend one on yourself and don't submit it. I mean, trust me, it's great. You're going to love it. Our creative team is amazing. They make beautiful, beautiful websites and logos and brochures and flyers and online ads, and they're very familiar with compliance. So if you have assets under management, or if you are an agent, they will know exactly what you can do without being out of compliance. So they can make you some amazing things. More stuff on creative here. We do have our marketing analysis that we can do for you as well. Get with your sales director and we can do a full marketing analysis for you on which products and services might work best for you, as well as how to build your business. Wealth management. If you haven't gotten your Series 65 yet, it's time. Trust me, I'm getting mine. You get more money, more client retention. You earn and learn with that Series 65, and we can help. Our Life and Annuity Academy, we just had one last week. We probably will hold off till the spring because nobody wants to be in Nebraska in the winter. If you have not experienced Nebraska in the winter, I applaud you and I implore you never to do so. Trust me, it's not fun. So we will see you in the spring. Our trek to Quebec. It's an 18-month qualification. You still have plenty of time to qualify. It's going to be beautiful at the Chateau Frontenac. Follow us on Facebook, like us on LinkedIn, find me on LinkedIn if you want. We can chat. And thank you. All right. So see, I got through those commercials pretty quickly and see our attendees have jumped up here a bit. And I'm going to give control over to Kyle at Luma. He's going to help us out here and help us learn about Luma and what it can do to help us build our business.
Well, thank you everyone for joining. Appreciate the introduction there, Lisa Marie. As she mentioned, my name is Kyle Millard. I'm the account manager and product specialist for Luma. Work very closely with IAMS. It's been great working with them and bringing them on board. They've been a great partner, and we've been able to as a result of some of their feedback, make some nice enhancements to our platform. And there's a couple more coming down the pike that I'll talk about here today. But just for those of you that aren't familiar with Luma, Luma is an end-to-end annuity solution for your annuity business. So it's much more than just your online order entry platform. While we do have electronic order entry, there are other areas that I'll talk about today during the call, which is the Learn center here up in the top, the Learn tab, which you can go to access carrier marketing materials and take carrier product training. We like to keep everything all for you here in one place. Like I said, it's an end-to-end technology solution. And again, you can also view in speaking to that, you can also view your book of business here with our lifecycle manager. So that'll be across multiple carriers. IAMS is continuing to add more and more carriers to their data feeds there. But yes, you as a producer can view all your in-force business right there here without having to go to the carrier website and remember a different username and password. It's all right here on the platform for you. The final area of the platform that I'll talk about today is the marketplace. It's really two parts of the marketplace: the products area, where you'll go to run comparisons, do side-by-sides, run income quotes, and then obviously begin and submit applications. The orders area is where you will go to view your in progress or recently submitted applications as well. But before I dive into those three modules, I did want to explain how you get to Luma. As Lisa mentioned, IAMS has a wonderful website, iamsinc.com. To find Luma, you go up to the eApp Solutions and then Luma Firelight, and then click on Annuity Products. I should also mention here, I know they have the separate link for the SPLI Market Crest product. That product is now on Luma. So just want to make sure you all were aware of that. That product has now been approved and is available you can submit applications for that product on Luma as well. So just
I
wanted
forgot to
to,
mention that if anyone has questions during the presentation, type them in and we will have a time for questions at the end that I'll be helping with.
thank you. And I'm sure we should have plenty of time for questions. So yes, don't hesitate to have any questions at the end. Be happy to answer them. And if you have any questions while you're on the platform or about an application, don't hesitate to give us a call. Down here in the bottom right-hand corner is our resource center. If you have a question, you can give us a call. We have an entirely US-based support team. We recently expanded our hours to go up to 5:30 Pacific time. So good news there. We should be available for you at even more expanded hours now. You can also email us if you have any questions. Our entire team is very familiar not only with the platform but with the Firelight and submission process. And different nuances that different carriers have, because they're all tend to be a little bit different with their apps and the different rules within the apps. So please don't hesitate to call us or email us. And you can also, if you're looking for a little bit more of a one-on-one demo, please, you can schedule one of those here. Also, there are other training videos and stuff like that here. If you are looking for a little bit more of self-service, you can also watch some of those videos there. And don't hesitate to take our survey and provide us with some feedback. We'd love to hear from you. So as I mentioned before, you would click to get to Luma, you click here on the Luma Firelight. There's no separate username and password for Luma. So you do come into Luma via a single sign-on process. Again, try to make things as easy as possible for you. You just need to be logged into your IAMSinc.com account. You click in and you'll automatically land here on the dashboard. The first thing you'll see on the dashboard is these annuities events. So these are going to be events within your book of business, such as obviously a very important one, a surrender charge expiration that's coming in the next 14 days here for this policy. So can be a very useful tool for you to potentially make a new sale, or at the very least set a meeting with a client and help them manage their current contract or the investments within a contract. There's other events obviously as well, such as if I go to the past 14 days, maybe interest was credited, somebody policy was issued, somebody took a withdrawal. There's lots of different events. I'll talk more about that later, but those will appear right there for you when you first log in. Below here, we've got saved views. So these can be set up by you yourself to give you a quick view of the top rates given a selected criteria. Maybe you want to see the top 3-year MYGAs or the top 5-year MYGAs for the day. I should also mention that all of our rate information is fed to us 4 times daily by Canex. So you'll always have the latest and greatest rates here on the platform. And the products that are available on the platform are products that IAMS has selling agreements for. So it's not every single product out there in the universe. It is strictly tailored to products that you are able to sell through IAMS. But again, you can toggle through your different save views. I'll show you how to make one of these here in a bit. But again, it's just a quick way. Maybe you're just wanting to check rates for the day. You can come in without having to go all the way into the marketplace. Just view it right here on the front page to see the top, 4 products there. Over here, as I mentioned before, we're integrated with your Firelight, with IAMS's Firelight experience. So that comes to life here on the application tracker. I can quickly, view all of my in progress applications. If I want to, I'll go ahead and click view all, and you can see an entire list. Another way to get to this screen is by clicking orders here. So this way I can see all of the applications that are either in flight or recently submitted. Again, I have admin access. I'm viewing every single IAMS application here, where you, as an advisor, would only see your own. So just wanted to point that out. But you can see I started one earlier here for the Allianz Core Income 7. If I wanted to quickly go back in and pick up where I left off, I click Continue in Progress, and that'll launch me right into the native Firelight application. And then I can go ahead and pick up right where I left off. There's all these different statuses you can see here. These are fed to us automatically by Firelight. So data entry, obviously pretty self-explanatory, but there's several others such as review queue rejected, review queue pending, signature in process, complete. Complete would mean the application is done, it's been submitted to the carrier. That is the last status you will see on Luma. We do not get any other updates from Firelight after the app is complete. At that point, it would be in the hands of the carrier. You can filter for different statuses here. If I only wanted to see my apps that are in data entry, you can do that, or only my complete apps, you can do that there as well. If you wanted to search by a specific client name, Smith, or you can do that there as well. So just wanted to point that out there too. You can also export this list to Excel here by clicking this button up here. One other thing too, if you think maybe the status is not up to date, you can click the little drop down arrow next to a policy and click fetch latest status, and that will ensure you've got the most up-to-date status for that app. So just wanted to point that out there as well. Next, I'm going to go ahead and focus on I'll show you the Learn Center, where you can, again, like I mentioned, take carrier approved product training, as well as view carrier approved marketing materials. Again, as we try to make things easy on you, don't have to go to Reg Ed or some other training vendor. We try to keep it all on the platform for you here. If I click into one of the product trainings for American National, it's right here on platform. You click Start Course, and we send daily feeds to the carriers, directly to the carriers, letting them know of your product training completion. So just FYI there that we do automatically notify the carrier. You will also receive a completion certificate, but just to let you know that we do automatically send the notifications to the carrier once you complete these. If I go to the resources area, you'll notice each carrier has its own little portal. If I click on Mass Mutual Ascend, for example, you can see all the different materials we have there for you. If I click on one of them, the really nice part about these is they're web linked to the carrier's actual website, so they're automatically updated. You don't have to worry about these being out of date. And again, just try to keep things real easy for you. You can download this and save it, or email it, whatever you need to do there. Next, I'm going to go into the marketplace. I click the marketplace and click View Products. That will take me. The first thing that this is probably going to be where you spend a lot of your time as you do comparisons and overall shopping and for different products. You'll notice the first thing I need to do is select a state. That just lets the platform hone down on what products need to be displayed. I'll go ahead and choose Arizona because it's towards the top there. And again, this is a replica of products and carriers that IAMS has selling agreements for. And here we're looking at the marketplace view. It's important to note that this is different than the rates view, where the rates view will show each individual for this. And as you can see, each individual strategy and is much more has a lot more data overall. It's a little bit easier to find what products you're looking for in the marketplace view, because you may come in here and you know exactly what product you want to sell. I want the, you know, Power 10 protector. And then there you go. You know, it might be easier to just search, and that's a little bit easier. It's easier to find all the products here in the marketplace view. So just wanted to make sure everyone was aware of that. But let me touch on some of the filtering and searching capabilities here. You know, you may only want to see certain types of products. You can click this drop down here, over and if you only want to see, let's say, FIAs, for example, that will trim your view down just to show FIAs. Maybe you only want to see 5-year FIAs. You come over here to your filters, click surrender period, and then click 5. And then all you have to do is hit this X, and then you'll be viewing all the 5-year index annuities. It automatically will go to alphabetical order by carrier, so that's why you'll see American Equity and America there first. Some other things you can do here, you can do product side-by-side comparisons. So again, I'm looking at indexed annuities. Let's say I want to compare. You can do up to 3 products side by side. To do that, you simply click the box over here on the left next to the product, and it'll appear in the bottom tray here. Let's say I want the, I can find the Athene. There we go. Athene Agility 7. You can do up to 3. Like I said, I'm just going to do 2 for today's example. You click compare. Next, you'll have to enter in your client scenario. Both these products automatically have a mandatory income rider, so that's automatically selected for you. I'll just have a 60-year-old take an income at 70. I'm just going to choose the tried and true S&P 1-year cap strategy for both of these, but I'll touch more on that in a minute. The next thing you want to do is go ahead and select your strategy here. All right. Then you click Save Allocation, and you can see both. I've got the S&P annual point-to-point cap selected for both of them. It lists the cap and the par participation rate as well next to it. You can choose a historical look-back period here. Maybe you want to see just the past 20 years. If I go to 2004 and March, that way I'm looking at a 20-year period there. I click Generate Comparison, and then 3 charts will populate here on the bottom. First is going to be the growth chart. So this is going to show account value growth up until income. It's kind of the accumulation phase. As you can see, the Athene product clearly has the higher cap and is clearly outpacing the Core Income 7. Next, I've got the income chart, which will show the payout year by year. Again, the Athene has some sort of rising component to it, and is, you know, by the end of once you reach annuitization, clearly much higher payment. But what's really one of the most unique feature in our comparison tool here is this efficient frontier. So if I click on it, you'll see a scatter plot, and this is just showing the Core Income 7. These are, each of these blue dots represents different allocation combinations. So there's quite a few, obviously, that you can select here. In the orange, I've got what I picked, the point-to-point cap strategy. Looks like I'm averaging a rate of return of 3.2%. You can see the y-axis here measures return, x-axis measures the average volatility, annual volatility of the returns. I'm kind of smack dab in the middle on volatility, and pretty low, it looks like, when it comes to some of the other combinations on return. Looks like I'm averaging about 3.2%. If I want to, maintain my same level of volatility, I can really just, we call it heading north on the frontier here. And if I click use allocation, that will automatically update my allocation, which I'm averaging more than almost double or about double of what I was averaging before as far as a rate of return, up to 6.4%. And my volatility maintained the same. It looks like it's this Bloomberg um, 2-year par strategy and the fixed account. And if I click refresh comparison, you can see now the core income 7 has significantly improved its account value growth. And then over here, we've also seen some nice improvement on the annual income up to 19,000. And the idea would be to do this for Athene as well, which I can, let's say you just want to kind of do the same thing. You increase your rate of return, click use allocation, refresh the comparison. And now again, we've seen some really nice growth from Athene there now with this UBS Innovative Index and AI-powered Global Opportunities Index. You can also export this here in the bottom right if you click export, and this can be attached to an application. Maybe just to explain why that one product was selected over another. I'll zoom in a little bit here. You get a little bit of a breakdown of some of the basics of the product and the inputs you've got, as well as the carrier ratings, surrender charges, surrender years, minimum and max premium. Here's where you can see the allocations that were selected on the efficient frontier. You've also got the date this was generated, as well as the premium and stuff like that. And again, this can be exported and saved. You can also launch into an application from this screen as well. If I wanted to go ahead and submit an application, you go ahead and click buy, just like we did earlier, and you'll launch right into the native Firelight application for the products. Over here in the rates area, so this is where I mentioned those saved views that you can view on the home page. This is where you can make these or view these. If you want to click one of them, it'll take you into the saved view and you can view all the products for that selected criteria. If I wanted to make one, I'll show you how to do that now. Let's say I want to see the top S&P 500 caps that are available to me. First, you'll want to, looks like you've already got indexed annuities selected. You'll want to choose your S&P 500 index, which is right here. And let's say I want to see the top 5-year products. Next, I'll choose my strategy. Point to point. And we want just an annual 1-year term. Click X. And we're going to sort by cap rate. So you can see it looks like the Farmer's Harvest is going to be the top S&P 500 1-year cap on a 5-year product. If I want to go ahead and save this, I can click Save Current View. And if I go back to my home screen, you can see there's the Save View. You can toggle to it, and that'll automatically show you the top cap rates there. One other thing I wanted to discuss in the marketplace is the income comparison tool, which is right here over on the right once it loads. Click on income comparison. So again, similar to the side-by-side comparison, you'll want to put in the client scenario here. You can run this across, multiple product types if you want. So you can include FIAs and deferred income annuities or SPIAs in this comparison. I'm just going to do index annuities today. Keep it simple, but just know you can do that. I'm going to do the same scenario from before, 100,000, 60-year-old taking income at 70. You can factor in a moderate forecast market performance. It's a Monte Carlo simulation, but you can also just choose 0% kind of worst case scenario guaranteed payouts. I'll keep it with that today. If you want to select if a joint payout, you can do that there as well, and you can also select your male or female there if there are riders out there that have different payout rates given whether you select one of those. But I'll go ahead and click submit to run the quotes. It'll automatically show the top payouts first. This is by specific rider. You can see the name of the rider over here on the right for each product. This Corebridge product is one of those products that has high initial income, but the withdrawal rate drops once the account value hits 0. So there are filtering capabilities in this list. Maybe you don't want to show products that have potentially dropping payout. So you can uncheck that right there. And now you'll only view riders that have level payouts throughout the whole payout period there. And again, you can actually export this just like with the comparison by clicking export. And it'll generate a PDF for you. Again, it's got the date it was ran and the parameters you used. Next, we're going to go over to the Lifecycle Manager, and just this is one area of the platform that we're going to be continuously improving and expanding for IAMS. This will have a more updated look and feel here before the end of 2024 with additional searching and filtering capabilities. But regardless, it is a really useful tool for viewing and managing your book of business here. As I mentioned in the beginning, there are events. These events can be viewed here for different policies. You see we've got American Equity and Eagle Life here. Again, as I mentioned before, surrender charge expirations. Very nice to have that sort of notification without having to continuously log into a carrier website or call a carrier or get something in the mail. This way you can view it all right here on the platform. Again, we're going to be adding more and more carriers here as well. But if you can click into any of these policies. And again, I'm viewing every single IAMS policy. You yourself would only see your own business. Everything is tied to your national producer number. So just wanted to point that out. But if I go ahead and click into a policy here, you find out a little more information about the policy. Just if it's an IRA, what type of product it is, the issue date, surrender value, and the current contract amount, as well as over here the allocations on the product as well. I can expand that there. Go back to the Lifecycle Manager. You can search in here for specific client names. Again, I'll just search Smith. You want to search by a carrier, you can do that here as well. I think we've also got Delaware Life. So again, you can also filter by policies that are in and out of surrender. If you only wanted to view policies that are out of surrender, you can filter for that there as well. So again, very useful tool. It's also important to point out, not every carrier will provide the same exact data points. So just FYI, it is up to the carriers as far as what they want to include in these files that are sent to us. So you may not see the exact same information for each carrier, but just wanted to point that out there. But please let us know if there's something you would like to see and a carrier's not sending it. We are in very close communications with these carriers, and can obviously provide feedback that you can see if they can add additional data points, but just wanted to point that out. I think that Lisa and Maria, that was my most of what I had for today. Happy to answer any questions now, if
All
there's
right.
any in the chat.
Yeah, we have a few questions here. The first one is, can this platform be used for all my clients like a CRM?
Um, as in, I would say that's a tough one to answer. You can, it depends, I think right now, I don't think we have any sort of, um, that would probably require some integration with IAMS, and if you have, I'm not sure, Lisa Marie, if you guys have a CRM that you are using right now.
Yeah, I'd say it would be more like a tool that would complement your CRM or help you to start your CRM. With at least with the clients that you've written with IAMS, to keep track of current business that's been submitted. So I'd say it would be more of a tool to complement your existing CRM or a CRM that you would set up versus a CRM standalone, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's well said. And it's important that you mentioned that. So the policies you will see on here um, are going to be policies that you wrote with IAMS. Obviously Luma does work with other agencies, so it's possible you may see business um, from other, if you have business with one of our other clients, you may see one of those policies on here. It'll be noted in the policy table which distributor it's with, but just wanted to point that out um, as well.
All right, the next one, will past annuity clients with IAMS show on the life cycle tab or just starting now going forward?
So yeah, it would include past annuity clients. So as long as IAMS is still in the hierarchy on that policy, yes, it'll show here. We're continuing to add more carriers, but yes, it does not matter. It will not just be new clients. It will be your old clients as well.
Very good. All right, next one. Okay, it looks like someone was having trouble. Said getting an error when they click on annuities for Luma. There's been a critical error on this website. I know we weren't having that problem. Do you have any insight as to what that might have been?
No, but by all means, happy to look further into that. As far as it sounds like maybe having trouble just getting into Luma at all. There could be, it could be something where you just need to register, make sure you're logged in to IAMS's site, but by all means, give us a call or reach out to IAMS, and we can get that sorted out for you. Happy to help in any way we can.
Okay. Yeah, and it said, are our current clients currently showing up on this platform, or are we able to set them up? That's somewhat been answered already, but some carriers are integrated and some are not yet. So do you have any more to say on that, Kyle?
There should be several more coming soon. Allianz in particular, I know is coming in the next couple of weeks. We're working on getting Athene as well. So I know the folks I work with at IAMS have just reached out to several more new ones. So before the end of the year, we should have several more new carriers on there for you.
Yeah, and this question I can answer. Is the platform integrated with Firelight for apps? Yes, it is. So when you go to that
Yep.
marketplace, you can hit buy and do your app through Firelight.
Yep. You'll launch right into the native Firelight just like you had before.
Tracy asked if there's a monthly fee for this. No, there's not. If you're doing business through IAMS, then you have access to it. Arlene asked how we can get the recording. If you registered for this webinar, which you obviously did if you're here, you will automatically get a recording link, but I will also be following up and making sure you received it and were able to access it, and I'll get that sent out as well. Let's see what else we have here. Are we using the life insurance side of Luma?
Currently, it is only a annuity platform. Um, that is on our long-term, or really our 2025 roadmap. So be on the lookout next year for us to have life insurance capabilities. But currently, it is just strictly annuities.
Glad you took that because I thought that was the case, but I'm only an annuities gal anyway, so I'm like, I don't know anything about life insurance part of it. All right, let's see. Is there a list of current carriers? Do you have a list already made up, or do we have
Uh,
one?
yeah, I mean, if you wanted to, if you were on here, you could just go to carriers in the
Okay,
marketplace
yeah,
view and
there you go.
just go to the filter and see them all.
I was gonna say I
Um,
thought it was in there somewhere, but I wasn't 100% sure because I,
that's probably the quickest way. But if you want an actual list, I could like send you something, Lisa, after this. But that would be the quickest way to just go ahead and
yeah.
SSO in and view all the carriers there.
Okay, I think that's all of our questions. At least that's all I see here. Hang on, somebody just typed one in. Does this software have a built-in needs analysis tool that can be completed for each client? I believe that answer is no. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
not currently.
Yeah.
It's definitely something we'll look into adding in the future. But as far as needs analysis, we're also going to be adding a like replacement tool. Um, hopefully, before the end of the year, that will allow you to compare an old contract to a new one, just to compare the benefits and
Yeah.
potentially make a new sale. So that's something that's coming.
Yeah. And in the meantime,
Mm.
if you all need anything for that, we have several options that, talk to your sales director on the life or annuity side. On the annuity side, if you want something that's more of an annuity needs analysis tool, we have several that are available for either a discount or for free for our agents too. All right, I think that's all the questions. I'm gonna check one more time, make sure nobody put in there. Okay. No more surprise questions. So looks like we had all of our questions answered. I thank you again so much, Kyle, for joining us and showing us how to work this great system. Um, Guys, it's really innovative and new for us, and I think that it will really help you to keep track of keeping all your clients in one place so that you don't have to be bouncing around all the websites and et cetera.
Yeah, I really appreciate the feedback and engagement and all the questions as well. So thank you very much. And again, if anyone has any questions, feel free to give us a call with our
All right.
844 Luma. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you.